Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's working. Just finding sources right now for I'm using my research question. I'm using ProQuest, and I'm still at the point where I'm still kind of in between two different questions. I mean, they're similar, but the wording is a little different. So I guess this one on my screen it says, "How are cell phones affecting human interaction?" I'm still between that one and a question that kind of suggests that cell phones are negative in the sense that it is preventing true human interaction. So another question would be like, in what negative ways are cell phones affecting human interaction? So, but I think I'm leaning towards the one highlighted on the screen. How are cell phones affecting human interaction? So the timer. Okay. And then so I'm finding sources right now. I'll open up a Google Doc just so I'll put them in the doc as I go, as I find good ones. So with my question, there's some keywords that I could use to help find sources. So might have to put a few in at the same time. So I think you said we have to. See if this brings up for me. Okay, so I'll just go through them real quick. Start from the top. Just reading right now. Okay, this doesn't seem to be very helpful. Okay, I think down here kind of yeah. Okay, this looks like it could be good. Or I guess one part that I could kind of look into more in my research paper, or not research paper, but paper is the addiction part of the cell phone and how that might affect people mentally, especially teenagers. Just reading. Okay, so this is talking about certain how people can become reliant on their cell phones. So I mean, it's good because it's talking about both sides of it, saying how it's good and bad. So not too much bias. So that kind of shows it's pretty reliable. Okay, so I think this is good because this is talking about how people who haven't seen each other for a while can still stay in touch with cell phones. So, but also saying how they can be irritating, how when other people's cell phones become a nuisance. He talks about the misuse of cell phones. So this looks like a good source. So I'm just gonna add it to the Google Doc and then look at it more closely later. Just put the sources. Shit. All right. So I kind of also chose this question just because it's something I have some knowledge on. So it's not something I'm just jumping into, I guess. I'll check this out real quick. Maybe okay. So yeah, this is also talking about how like certain functions of cell phones can be good and bad. Like how a camera on one cell phone can be used for good and for bad. Like I'll highlight where it talks about this. Right there, it says like how it can be used to document crimes, and but on the negative side, it's like for mentally ill, like people who aren't necessarily right in the head can. It gives them like an opportunity to document any gross, obscene things they do, I guess. Okay, I'm not sure. I don't think there's much here, to be honest. Okay. Just want to see how much time is on there. Okay, so face it, we need human interaction. The great conundrum. Just gonna read it. So I think this is good too because um, uh, the author is talking about uh, how cell phone technology is like a useful tool as far as connecting friends or loved ones virtually, but also says how we can become reliant on them and can become distractions that take away like non-virtual uh, connections like FaceTime. Okay, so I'll just put it down, I guess. Um, so let's find another one. This looks interesting. Cell phones are disconnecting people. Um, I don't know why this thing like bugs out. Excuse me. Okay, so this one's pretty obviously just talking about the negative aspects of the cell phones. Now they're annoying, doesn't it? So it starts off just by talking about how they can become nuisances, like people at funerals on their cell phones. Like it's just he's talking about how that's disrespectful, and so this author's kind of talking about his own personal experience. So there's not really like research that he's doing here. It's just like his own personal innuendo, I guess. He calls them high tech leashes. Yeah, that's a good word. Good phrase. Mm, okay, I don't really like this one. Okay, I'm gonna put in. I'm gonna use the same database, but I'm just gonna put in different terms. See if I can find some other stuff. I think my response to the question that I'm asking is probably I'm gonna talk about how it is negative. So I'm gonna try to find articles that are just talking about the negatives. I think I just added the word negative. Negative. Maybe effects. computer's kind of bugging. Okay. It says I'm on the Wi-Fi. I'll close that. It's annoying. I'm wondering if this is just a specific article. Try opening this one. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so this. What the fuck? Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll check my Wi-Fi, but. Alright, I think it'll work now. Alright, I feel like these are some good articles too, so I feel like I'm gonna reach the 20 minutes before I'm able to, okay. Guess I can get into it. But if I'm not able to get into this within the 20 minutes, I'll just do it later. So annoying. I think these are good ones too. So, okay, this one works. This is alright. This is talking about like texting and driving. So I guess can make. I mean, that's relevant. I mean, if I zero in on just effects and not necessarily human interaction, that would become relevant. I don't know if it would be like too broad of a question, but like it could potentially change it to like how are cell phones impacting society. So I'm not just talking about like the psychological aspects of it, but I'm talking about like how society is actually being affected, like with like texting and driving and stuff like that. I'm just gonna write that down. I think I like that question better actually, just because it gives me more options to explore, and then I guess I can zero in on something later. But I'm still like not sure. To be honest. I don't know if I'm supposed to say my name on this, but this is Michael Lantry. I like this article. Okay, so it's about to be 20 minutes, so I'm gonna turn it off now. Just gotta research more on my own. Bye.